All right, my friends, we're back at it again, in another Euro Truck Simulator 2 live stream. Good day for trucking. All right, so we're back in a white Scania. We just change up some of the colors on the rims and we're ready to hit the road. Thank you all returning viewers for returning to the channel. I appreciate it 100%. Remember, it's a family friendly channel and we need to adhere to all the guidelines. Right, with that being said, let's me already we just set up the glass and then pick up the load. I think I had the load pick already, Maybe just something else. Yeah, man, we have a load and pick up there already. Alright, so we go back up on the load and then we go work from there. Alright, we're going and take some fuel now. Alright, so we all filled and we're ready to go. Right, we're back up, we're back up. Let's keep on running. Alright, so we're still on the first load. We're not dropping the, I think it's motorcycle tires we have in here. Don't drop it in yet. Breaking it like, oh gosh. Nearly break the light, you know. Alright, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm coming back. Yes, me might mute out. Oh gosh. Look at that. Sorry bro, sorry bro. Well, probably me not supposed to say all them things you be say, but if I good. Let me just make it short. I'm glad to talk to SES. I'm glad to talk to SES, bro. Ah, boy. Let me recheck everything we say because it don't come true for the bike already. Let me recheck everything. How you going, my bro? How you going? How you going? You good? You give me a good laugh though with that story there, bro. Just me. Yeah, man, me believe in the dream, man. No worry about it. We believe in the dream, man. Believe in me too, you know. Right? But me not believe too much in people. You see people right now? I'm not putting too much of faith in them. See? So, me agree with you. Me believe in the dream for make the dream a reality. And me believe in a channel. Me believe in a coming out every day, doing whatever I could do, make the views what I feel forgive me, and keep on treading, bro. You understand me? Right? If it's one person who don't watch what they on the next man plate is me. See, whoever they on a man plate is his own. Right? I just get vexed when I see people watch what they on mine. See? So if you see only 2 dumplings me get for eat today, don't watch my plate, bro. You understand me? Right? The 2 dumplings them where Father God give me, that's what I'm happy for. See? I not watch on the pan nobody else plate. I not watch nobody else thing, bro. See? I'm just try my best to keep myself focused, bro. Because when I get to realize out here, there's a lot of distractions out here. And some of the you might be on a good path and you might be on your way to become someone. And you know what go on? The distractions them go come around. You understand? So you can't study distractions. You just keep yourself focused. Study your mission. Study what they on your plate. Or study what you want to get on your plate. If you understand me. So if you only get 2 dumplings today and you want banana and you want dashing bush and whatever else for come on the plate, you could come on the plate. You just have to focus yourself and work for get more for get on the plate, bro. See? But it's not about watching a next man plate and wishing, you know, me wish me had that man plate. You just make things manifest for you to get more on your plate and just keep on shutting stuff. Yeah, man, watch me now, bro. Bro, me positive, you know. Me positive, you know, bro. Trust me, you know. But here what has happened to me, sometimes life does get better of me, bro. The amount of negativity where life push, it just get them, bro. So anytime me come on the stream and I talk any negative thing, just tell yourself, yo, life I get to chaotic, you know. Life I get to demand. But outside of that, by default, I'm a very positive person. By default. See? And me get a little time alone by myself for a couple of years and me realize a lot of things that I didn't know before. See? So like for instance, some people look at failure as a bad thing. No, me don't look at failure as a bad thing. Sometimes you just fail because you're not doing the right thing, see? And if you fail because you're not doing the right thing, if you want to succeed, all you need to do is find the right thing to do. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So some people you fail and some people say, oh, you're a failure. No, you was doing the wrong thing. You can't do the wrong thing, write the wrong things and want to pass the test. Come on. You need to find out what are the right things to do for pass. See? So, I have to look at a lot of things differently, bro. You follow me, bro? So everything is everything. Don't worry yourself, man. We must make it one day. One day we must make it, man. Yeah, but yeah, failure is a part of it, you know. But they don't let me feel so because from early up in the education system, they tell you failing is a bad thing. So people come out in real life and you mightn't get it right at first. See, because remember when you touch down in the real world, some of the things that the education system teach you, it don't apply to the real world. It do apply. So when you start like end up facing adversity, what has gone is that you now just end up get a culture shock. Right? Because you doesn't understand what's going on because it's different to what they tell you. And in school, all you need to do is just follow the structure and then you're okay. But in life you could come out here in the real world and you could follow the structure and still fail. Because it's not a, how to put it, it's not a linear path to success. See? So success might be a set of, it might be like the stock market, up and a down and a zig and a zag and a, you understand me, bro? And you might end up have to go around a lot of corners, sometimes even fall over the precipice and get up back before you figure out what's going on and then you're going to say, alright, we need to make some changes and we need to do some things differently and we need to reprogram our brain too, because that's another important thing when people don't talk about. So remember all them years that them put a program in there, you know, and I tell you certain things. But when you come out here and you realize it's not so you work, you now have to go back now and take the same amount of years. If not the same amount of years, you have to take a lot of time sitting by yourself and I reprogram your brain, bro. For beat the system, you know. If you not do it, you're not going to get no way. Because you have to unlearn a lot of things. You understand me, bro? And then you could be able to say, all right, well, let me put in a new programming now to what me realize that take place, and then 10 to 1 you win after. Because you can't operate the, you can't want to get, like, it's like you do content creation. You do have editing software, but you want to make video. Yeah, you could make video without that editing software. But when you make mistake, you can't cut it out. You understand the skit? So the mistakes you make will have to stay. But when you get the editing video, the editing software, the mistakes you make, you could cut it out and continue. And then put it out and nobody knows. So then it's a totally different application. So the software we're putting in your mind after when you realize what going on, it's a different application to the one where they try to put in here. See? And that is when you can realize failure is part of the journey. Right? And certain things they're putting in your head, it's not true. See? Yeah, man, for real, me agree with you. We all crawl before we learn for walk. Yeah, but sometime it's like this. I'll give you a good analogy. You know? Right, so somebody else, so I might know somebody who was crawling and I was crawling too. And all of a sudden, instead of walking, them start to run. See? No, when them start to run, me now start to walk. See? And instead of saying, brother, you walk on now, a long time, I pass a long time, I run a long time. I mean run, in this case, I mean a long time we moving together. Right? So you walk on, me want you run to like how me I run, like how me pick up and I run and just make it out here. I want to see you make it too. So instead of, you know me there by me walking stage and you there in a running stage. And two of us crawling at the same time together. But instead you say, you know what? Chaotic, I bring you up, you know. Because me I run right now, you know. No, you know what you want to do instead? You want to send me back to crawling stage. You understand what I try to show you? With the, how you have to change up the programming, and sometimes it's not really because of you. You have to change up the programming because of how the world works. It works different. So I'm saying that to say this. They say it's good to help people, it's good to do good and all of this, and that's true. But I'm just adding in one more thing because me get the different programming in me now. It's good to do good to people who want good. I say that again. It's good to do good for people who want good. Because you see the people who want good, they're going to take your good and they're going to appreciate it. And in appreciating your good that you give to them, they might decide. They're not going to decide to extend their goodness to somebody else. They might decide, I'm going to extend back my goodness to you, because guess what? When I was down, you was the person that bring me up. Or when I was weak, you was the person I could have leaned on. Follow what I'm trying to say, right? But life don't work so, right? So when you realize now that life don't work so, you know what you're gonna do instead? Instead of making a wrong decision to help a wrong person that you know gonna come back and smite you, this is the decision you're gonna make. Now you're not gonna make the world a better place doing this, you know. But the only thing you're going to do is you're gonna be saving yourself. You're gonna decide, you know what? When I could have helped this person 100%, you're gonna give them 50. Follow me? You're going to give them 50. And you're going to keep another 50 for yourself, because you're going to say, you know what? If I give this person 100%, they might disappoint me. So in order to save myself, I'm not going to give you 100%. I'm going to give you 50. You're going to have to hold 50. The next 50 is insurance for me. You follow? So now instead of acting proactive, you start to act reactive. But you just act reactive to save yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's just about making sure that you okay, because it might sound foolish what I'm saying, but sometimes you love to help people, and you love to do the world for people, and you love to be good, and all of these good things that they put in with. But the downside is this. They never tell you that while you're pouring out and you're doing all of that for everybody, you're emptying yourself. You're naturally emptying yourself. And when it's all said and done, nobody wouldn't come back to want to pour into you most of the times. Because everybody that come around them are come for tech. And the few people that pretend that they want to give, just trust me, bro. They're gonna give, you know. But when time for them to take back, them take back more than them a give. So they give you 2% and they take back 5%. You understand? So it was a bait and switch. So that is what I'm speaking about in terms of you have to relearn the whole process, how this thing works. Because the world is a very unfair place, bro. It's unfair. Right? And I watch where based on how life works, it break good people, you know, bro. It break good people, because it's like the good people and them have the right programming in them, you know, and they think the right way, you know. But the only problem is that they're living in the wrong world. They're living in the wrong world, because the world not operates so. It operates different. Zine? So in order for you to get aligned and be able to be successful, because successful I talk about, you know. Trust me, I have to align yourself back with the crazy place you're living, bro. Seen? And if it's guys, I never remember exactly where the load going in. Alright, I'm gonna go up to Finland. I think up there the load are going on. You follow me, say, brother? You follow the things set. And that is what has break good people. Because good people they just have good concepts, you know. It's just that the world that we live in no support the concepts. So it's like you have a software that's supposed to run on Windows 7 and you try to put it on Windows 10. And Windows 10 now support the program. It not gonna run, the program not gonna run. Programming not gonna run, bro. You understand? So it's just that. You just have to update your software for run with the programming of the world, bro. So some people may not believe how bad they want to be bad, you know. But they realize the programming of the thing, and you know, program the way they say program. So they have to just switch it up and run with the programming the way it's supposed to. Yeah, me understand where I say with the positive and the negative. The yin and the yang. You understand me? The good and the bad. Me get it. I get it. You understand? It's a balance. But by to me, like the balance it's not an even balance. And that's where the problem lies. When you think about life and how it work, yes. If it was an even thing, where it had an even amount of good going against an even amount of bad, I could understand. I could even work with that situation, but it's not even that way. We will say, yeah, you're positive and you're negative, and the positive, you need the positive and you need the negative, and that is true. But to me, like, you're more negative than positive. So it's so if you are positive, you have to know that the odds against you no matter what you do. Because that is the side of the fence where you're lying on. That means some people, instead of knowing that and saying things, they just say, you know what? I just go with the programming, bro. Go with the programming. You understand? Because they realize the odds against them. Yeah, we ungrateful. We ungrateful like that. You know what I mean, man? We ungrateful for everything, bro. And it shows you something, because watch me now, bro. The most precious things in life free. And you know we don't give no thanks to it. It's crazy. So we give thanks to all the artificial thing on them. And those are the least. You don't care how much something costs in this world, yeah? It is it costs more than what free, which is life. You get that for free. You get that for free. The better life is free. And all you have to do is just go down on your knees and thank God every morning and say, thank you for waking me up. And you not do that. You know what thank God for? You thank God for a Lamborghini Urus. You're gonna be able to afford a Lamborghini Urus, and you thank God for that. You understand? And the better life what he gave, it was free. He gave it to you for free. And it's way more precious than a Lamborghini Urus. And you don't see that? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna say no more the Lamborghini Urus. Why? Because the Lamborghini Urus is a status statement. See? And if you get that on your roll, everybody look at you like you're important. But in truth and in fact, everybody important. Right? It's just that people not value themselves. So some people just watch themselves like they're not important, but they're important. The problem is that you can't be important to everybody, but you're important to some people. You follow how the thing go? Right. And the people that you want to be important to is not the people that you're important to. See? So once you recognize the people that you're important to, you understand me, and you acknowledge them, they go treat you that way. They go, and then you're gonna know, hey, you know me important, I'm an important person. Me mean so much to so many people. Because you're looking for the people that looking for you. But often we don't do that. Right? So we want link up with the fake on them. So we want all the worldly things on them. Because when we get the worldly things that the fake people are going to link up with. Because them are the people who are link up with. Right? But if you're just kind of true to yourself and your link, you just look for where the value really there. You don't find nothing for people to say that, you know what, your things are important, do it to me. Because how we treat me, because real people do real things. You follow me? But most of the time we like link with the fake. You don't want to link with the real. Because what? Linking with the real now, you don't get no status behind it, you don't get no money behind it, you don't get no fame and glory behind it. And that is what we want. We want to be glorified. So the people and them wanna get glorified, you know, look at them as important, but them important and them are the people who check for you. See? So sometimes we cause our own problems. Right? That's how life is. Right? But all of that come back to the same thing what I'm saying. It's because of the programming what we get. That's the programming where most of we get, bro. I run upon the wrong program. Bro, the thing about it, we even have to try break down this heaven and hell thing. Because but I tell you the whole lie, bro. You even have to break that down and all. See? Because half of the people them where are so-called live, they live in a total lie. Right? So this is what I'm speaking about. Right? There are some people where they have their belief down, you know. They have it down. They know all the right things to say. They worship on the right day. They have all the concepts. They know who them are pray to. They know about heaven and hell. But then they still decide to do the wrong thing. No care what. They still live worldly. But them are put up a facade to people. That this is who they really are. But this is who they really are. So that's a ticklish subject. Right? And like man have their own standard for who are going heaven to who are going hell. And if we to believe that story, right? And the thing about it is that we not the judge of that. We're not the judge of that. Even if we have to come down to that. We're not the judge of that. We with little 10% of our brain we use. Can't comprehend how the Almighty does really think and judge things. So some of we who putting up the front. No, I'm no person to tell people how to live, you know. But this are just the way me see it. If me have a proper front and live unhappy, I best me just come out here and just live my best life. And when time come where the being with the all-knowing decide that he want to do what you have to do, let you just do what you have. If you decide that me deserve walk pan pearly gate, pan gold and open pearly gates, so be it. If you decide that we should get brimstone and fire, so be it. Because at the end of the day, plenty of we are fool ourselves. And I tell ourselves certain things, but then we're not living different to probably me. Really and truly. Just that we have a lot of suits in our wardrobe. And we love hold up the good book. And we love talk certain things. But in truth and in fact, when you really strip plenty of it down, we know different. It's just that I am a person who decides to be true to me. Because man say, if I'm going to go through all of that and at the end of the day you could just say, me don't know you. I'm going to say, man, just say you don't know me from up. But guess what? That don't mean no go out there and do no kind nobody not know what me not supposed to do, you know. Me still I live in a certain way where me try my best for treat people the way I would like to be treated. That's just the thing. But at the end of the day, me might be doing everything textbook right for give me an award for open the pearly gates. So if that are the case, that are the case. See? But I'm not going to live a lie, bro. And that's how me have the problem with living a lie. You understand? Let people see me in a light that I am not. see me just the way I am. Look at me just the way I am. Judge me for the things what me do. What you see me I do. Zine? Not judge me for the things you think me I do. You follow me I say? So that's a conversation where a lot of we go lose out. Right? So me not even too study people with that story there. Cause enough of we as me feel I was supposed to just set the boat right here because me just kinda drive in a circle and end up back here. So I feel yes that's true, but I'm supposed to just set the boat there so me just waste some fuel. But that is okay. You understand me, brother? So I'm trying to make sense. A long time I try to make sense out of them kind of stuff there too, because I do understand when some people they live a life where they don't like. Because the things them where I do I say, you do this and you want to go, you want to go heaven. See? And you might just live the right way. They must for one day of the week, to be honest with you. Because the rest of the days you're still gonna be you. You still do all the things them you want to do. It's just that some of the things and them you hide for do it. You don't want to do it in front of people for people to ridicule you. So you hide and do it. You hide and do everything that you need to do. But then is the difference is that chaotic can go hide. Chaotic, if you want to do this, you just have to do it. So people go watch and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. But that's what them want to say. Because at the end of the day, some of them who still are open them out and say all kind of thing. They might do the same thing with me I do. It's just that I would not hide. And they will. So that's a whole different discussion. But do I believe in like good and evil? Yes, I believe you get good and evil. And even I believe that to some degree you must get heaven and hell, because if you believe in good and evil, some of these things must exist. Right? But for actually say what the way for get to heaven and what the way for get to hell, I really don't know. I really don't know. Because even though they say not talk about politics and religion. Because when you check it out, when we watch some of the people who say them are going to heaven, to me look like the heaven might look something similar to hell. When we watch some of the things what they do, normally how they live. So I don't know. I don't know. So it's a very confusing thing. It's very, very confusing. The most I'm gonna say is let everybody just let us do what make them comfortable. So if you're comfortable is you living a life where you're not like living, but you want to pretend, go right ahead. And I'll stop you from doing it. I do it. Right? As for me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do everything with true to my heart. See? So if I want to do this and it's true to my heart, I'm going to do this. If I don't want to do this, because it's not true to me, and what me align with, I'm not going to do it. Whether somebody say good, it's bad, or indifferent. If it align with my values, fine. If it do align with my values, me not do it. Sorry. Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna live the life that I could sleep the most comfortable with. To me, I feel that is the most important thing to me. So if another man could sleep comfortable with doing a set of wrong thing, that is up to you. I'm not gonna tell you how to live. The most I wouldn't want is if you're depend negativity for come around me. You will come around me with your negativity. If you're negative, you and your friends and your negativity, I stay over there with it. I don't have a problem, I stay over there with it. Once I know unbug me, make good. right? But as for me, I'm gonna be true to myself. And whatever little spirit may get attacked. See? I'm not live for suit nobody. I'm not living to suit nobody. Welcome to the stream, bro. What's up? What's up? I'm not living to suit nobody. Cause me realize that a lot of times we do a lot of things where they so-called call right. But when you look at the end result, it can't be right and have such a negative effect, bro. It just don't make common sense in my head. But I saw the thing go sometime. Right? So at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be true to me. Leave whoever for believe what they want to believe and do what they want to do. Straight. If me have a new truck, this truck here is a old truck of me had enough, to be honest. I just kind of want some new parts and me rock with it again. But most time, you know, we run the Scania, bro. In our ETS, we run Scania. We don't like toggle most of the truck them in our ETS. We just stick to Scanias in our ETS, and on the ATS side, we juggle everything. Right, so you say all the way sin and fall short. That way really are saying that whole thing. Yeah, right? And me agree with you. I agree with you 100% with that. But somehow we sin and fall short every day, but we don't acknowledge it. I might acknowledge it and say, yo, and that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be true to me at the end of the day. I don't live by nobody's standard. Everybody live by a standard where somebody else create. So you come and say, oh, me never said this or this was said that. And but you're living by a standard where somebody create. Ask you, who create that standard then? You don't even know. See? Is there good things to do in our life? Yes, me agree. There are good things to do it. Can you do bad things in a life? Yes, me agree you could do bad things. Right? But the story is, it might sound stupid, but sometimes people do bad things for good reasons. That might sound stupid, but it's just what it is. You understand me, bro? And if you ask the person when they do the bad thing for the good reason, so bro, you don't think you could have made another decision? You know you got a chance, eh? I had no choice. Because at the time, that seemed like the most plausible thing for them. Right? And most of the time, that is what make people make bad decisions. They just got put in the worst circumstance, and they not see no way out, and the way out wasn't to do something positive, it was to do something negative. At the time, the negative looked like something good for them. Until the negative outcomes start coming, they will say, you know what, I don't think I made the right decision. Right? So the thing said. You want to know me from Trinidad and Tobago, brother? Red, white, and black. Promote it all the time, bro. You understand me, Firestar? So I kinda try my best not for like outright judge people, and even though I'm against people doing the wrong, don't get me wrong, me against it, but I understand where life could get the better of some people. I understand it. I fully understand it. Now, what I have a problem with a lot is when some of these people, bad circumstances, they use it and come and affect me because I have bad circumstances also. But you know what? I will make the conscious decision to work out my bad circumstances positively. Then another man will have a bad circumstance and he makes sure and do something negative to affect somebody else, that going on the normal nice way on the narrow road, they go do something to affect that individual, and then when that individual now decide to take some actions that not positive to affect somebody else or affect the same person, everybody go vex with that individual and say, but you know better, but them know better too. So Michael Jackson sing a song called Man in the Mirror. You see, if we start to be accountable for the things what we do and the decisions that we make, and we watch the man in the mirror, which is yourself. Everybody watch themselves and make sure that they do the correct thing. We gonna be in a better place. We'll be in a totally better place, because in order for we to change up the whole construct of this crazy life this crazy system we develop here, everyone we have to come together and make everybody every day have to make the right decision. And if you do it, sir, trust me, the world of itself, the whole structure, everything, it just gonna seem better. It gonna seem like a place where all of we could coexist and live without too much of struggle. But where the strugglers come in is when people don't want to take accountability. It is that simple. Nobody don't want to take accountability and just do the right thing. Everybody want to justify the wrong. Do it. One good circumstances, one good outcomes, and when you get bad outcome, you're angry. And you're angry with the world, you're angry with everybody, because you did the wrong thing, and you have to face the brunt of it at the end of the day. See? The man said, trust me, no thief is smart. They always leave breadcrumbs. They always leave a trail behind. Yeah, true. You're correct. You are correct. You are correct. You are correct. They're not smart enough, but the thing about it is that they get away with it. Whether people know, yes or no, they get away with it. That's the point, until the day when they don't get away. So they get away every day, and they continue until the day they do get away. Because one day does come where they doesn't get away. That's how the thing does work. But bro, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy, right? But we just have to understand that things don't always work out the way they say should. That's just the bottom line that I'm trying to. Did I pass the spot? I thought it was behind there. Gosh, I nearly knocked with my mirror. You parking there. I'm just saying that life is a thing where we try our best, but alright, I see the parking. Things don't always work out the way the people we listen to say it should work out. That don't mean that you're supposed to have a negative approach to it. That just means that you need to understand that people don't always tell the truth. Sometimes the system why you think a certain way, they tell you what they want you to think. So that is what you're gonna believe. That means it's so it is? No, that don't mean that's how it is. It's not so the thing said. But why you believe that's how it's supposed to be. You understand me, bro? Let's see if we go get this thing. Right, I'm leaving it right there. Right, guys, I'll finish off this stream right here. This stream is a short stream. Alright, let me shut off the truck. They copper the load. Firestar, it has been a pleasure having you here. Chatting up. Having a little nice conversation. I know the both of us will have different viewpoints, but you know how we do the thing, bro. We just throw it out there. We just share wherever they on my mind, and we leave the audience to take what they want to take and leave what they want to leave, because I say you should do it. Right. Thank you all for coming to the live stream. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, don't forget to big up yourself.